Yo, what's up, guys? Joker here bringing you my day two recap, my re-roll progress, essentially. I am a level 46 Pathfinder, and I made it to cruelty mode. I guess the second set of the axe, right? So this character's just straight up been blasting, and it's been such like a smooth ride compared to the invoker. Like it's been so easy to go ahead and just blast through the content. Once again, melee felt well, at least early invoker. I see that like the warrior is decent because you have like the shield and the block, and I don't know. It seems like it might be okay if you're the like the marauder class, but with invoker is rough, and that's kind of the vibe that I've been getting from a lot of people. But you know what's not rough? Pathfinder. Pathfinder is still amazing like it is in PoE 1, right? So I am a poison burst arrow Pathfinder, and I've been discovering that poison works drastically different in PoE 2, where instead of you stacking a million poisons, they actually by default only give you one poison in PoE 2. You have a couple of ways around that to get more than one poison, but by default, you only get one poison. And I guess it's supposed to be like a you hit really big and then that one poison ticks. That's not really the route that I'm going down. I'm going down the PoE 1 route where I'm spamming as many poisons as I can, and the goal is to get to overwhelming toxicity here within the next day to double the amount of poisons. Right now, I can have three poisons. By the time I get here, I'll probably be at four. And then I'll also have building toxins as well, which would give me like eight total poisons, which will feel really nice. Let's go ahead and showcase a little of how this character works. So pretty much we're using the poison burst arrow, and we're essentially using multi-proj, well, scatter shot to shoot three, and then it kind of overlaps, and then we also have pierce, right? So let's just kind of show how this works. So we go ahead and we shoot the mobs, and then we group a bunch of stuff up, and bam. And then our poison prolifts, and it if we see a rare or tankier mob like this one right here, we drop down all of our buffs, we pop our plague bearer, and then it just melts. Look at that thing. And this is in the cruelty mode, right? So it is a naturally tankier rare. Oh, and damage taken from minions first as well. And that's essentially the play style. Right now we have about 1k HP, and which doesn't seem like a lot. I'm going to turn that down a little bit, which doesn't seem like a lot because honestly, it really isn't. I would like more, but when you see my gear, you'll see that I kind of have as much as I can have, right? So we have my bow, which is just beautiful. It's giving me a lot of flat physical damage, and it hit +1 to projectile skills. I wish it had more than the +1 to projectile skills. It also hit cold damage, so I'm chilling enemies as well, which does help sometimes. Then we have our gloves, which these actually came with the 24 lightning res and the 70 life, and I just kept slamming them, and I didn't really hit anything good. We got this ring, which came with the all res and the evasion. We've been slamming it. We've yet to hit anything good. We got this chest plate. Once again, not really anything, but it's life and resistance. We've had this helmet on since we pretty much hit level 10, and we've had this belt on since we've hit level 19. We found these boots on my invoker, and we just moved him over, so I need to get better boots, but the 20 move speed is amazing. Then we have this actually decent ring in my opinion, because it gives me damage, life, rarity, and res. And I believe the rarity has been working quite well, because I've actually been finding a lot of exalts. In case you're unaware how rarity works in PoE 2, is it's essentially the quantity and rarity of PoE 1 kind of merged, smashed into one. So you, in general, find higher value stuff, right? You find more higher value items, is essentially how it works. Then we got this amulet, and it had the 63 life and the lightning res. So I've been slamming it again. I slammed on life regen, which, I mean, life regen isn't the worst, but it isn't the best. Then we have this quiver, which it literally isn't good. If we go ahead and take a look at our skills, poison burst arrow, in case you're unaware how this works, essentially what it does is, even though it doesn't hit, it explodes into a cloud of poison, doing like a poison AoE, and it doesn't hit, but it acts like it does hit, right? It does not hit, but it poisons enemies as though hitting them. So I don't have to worry about poison chance, because this automatically poisons. And then we have Bursting Plague. Poison from supported skills also adds 200% of damage per second to enemies as plague, up to a maximum of 10% of the enemy's maximum life. Then we have, oh, this also gives us like a pseudo explodey. When they die with the poison on them, they explode. Since I have poison prolif, it just pairs really well with that. Then we have comor comorbidit. We have this. This is giving me an additional poison stack, bringing me up to a total of 3 poison stacks right now. It has 30% less poison duration, but that's fine, because I'm essentially spamming attacks, so the poisons are always up anyways. Then we have scatter shot for the multiple arrows. When I'm fighting bosses, I usually swap this out to the armor break thing. That way I can go ahead and capitalize on the fact that my toxic growth is breaking armor, right? Corrosion. 80% of the poison damage dealt breaks the armor, and then I usually do like the skill that capitalizes on it. It's like 50% more damage when you consume that. And yeah. But then, yeah, toxic growth, that is our pretty much stacking ability, as well as toxic growth allows me to store poisons in them, and it has 100% more poison damage when I hit it. So it's pretty much just a big AoE. It does a lot of damage. All of these pods are overlapping. It also has Holy Descent, because Conk Ground is one of the ways that I'm helping heal myself. We have Wind Dancer for us to get high evasion. I was going to say capped, but I believe capped evasion is still 90%. I've gotten up to 75 depending on the act that I'm in. And then we have gas arrow that we're not even using. We have plague bearer, which is insanely good because it does 1178 poison, and I'm sorry, it stores 1178 poison damage, and it explodes, and this can poison. So essentially what I do, like you saw, is I drop down my pods and I pop plague bearer, and I just do a shit ton of damage. Then we have vine arrow, slowing enemies down, as well as it has font of blood and withering touch, giving me wither and more of a healing effect, right? So we have font of blood regenerating life, and we have the conk ground regenerating life. And that's pretty much how it's going as of right now. This has been kind of all over the place. I do apologize. I'm a little sleep deprived. I haven't slept very much in the past 2 days, but I am going to be continuing to push. I should be in end game by tomorrow, I believe. I should be able to get some mapping, especially at the pace that this character blasts. And once I unlock my second ascendancy with the overwhelming toxicity, I'm pretty sure that's literally just going to, at a bare minimum, double my damage. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future content. And until next time, take care.